Welcome back to video number 2. Remember, there's only 2 videos for today, and then we'll see you guys again on Monday. So let's jump in, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off with Sophie, Secret Weapon Sophie. On September 12th, she went to the British Fashion Council event ahead of the start of London Fashion Week, which was on the 13th. Now, she's wearing a Victoria Beckham outfit, I believe it is. She was there to present the British Fashion Council Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Design. That's why she was at the Royal Academy of Arts in central London. Now, she was greeted at the door. She entered. A lot went on. I may not put this in the correct order, but I'm going to try. So the first thing she did was present the British Fashion Council's Queen Elizabeth Award for British Design to 27-year-old London-based menswear designer Stephen Stokey Daly. And so as you can see, this is a tall silver vase decorated with colored roses and leaves. This gentleman worked on menswear, according to the article, at Alexander McQueen and Tom Ford before he set up his own label. And apparently he's built up quite the celebrity following with fans who have invested in his brand, including pop star Harry Styles. Now, once this gentleman got his award, Sophie also greeted other people that were there, including the chief executive of the British Fashion Council, Carolyn Rush, who is a CBE, and also BBC radio presenter and TV presenter Clara Ampho, I believe is how you say it. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but people were making a big deal out of her outfit, and the reason is she's usually in dresses, and here she was in pants and a shirt, which is not her usual, thing, which I agree, but I think she looks lovely. Now, upon checking, the top that she's wearing is not Victoria Beckham, but the bottom is. The pants are. I find that interesting with everything going on that she's wearing something but Victoria Beckham, but I like it, and I think she looks lovely in it. A big thank you to Remoulade Sauce, as usual, for showing us everything she was wearing. Moving on. All right, let's move on to William now. On the 12th, the same day, he went back to the same Air Force base where he earned his wings back in 2008 before he married his wife, and she was Kate Middleton at the time. William, was representing King Charles at the Sovereign's Parade at the RAF College Cranwell. So when he arrived, he received the royal salute. He observed a fly pass over the college. There was a lot going on. He inspected the guards' front rank. He presented several awards, and then he gave a speech congratulating the graduates and talked about his experience at the base. And what he said was, and I'm quoting, "It is my great honor to be with you today representing my father. I am delighted to see so many family and friends here. I know that their love and support will have been instrumental in getting you to this point." He said, "Well, I didn't graduate on this exact parade ground. I did graduate from flying training here, so I know about the celebrations." Now, everybody's going on about William's beard, and initially I really liked it, but when the close-up pictures came in and you can see all the gray in it, I am really leaning towards him being with a clean-shaven face. I'm not saying he looks bad. It's just not my favorite look. Yeah. There was a lot happening that day. According to the article, 48 RAF cadets were celebrated for completing their Commissioned Warrant Officers course and Modular Initial Officer Training course, and they were joined by 4 International Office cadets from Jordan, Kenya, Pakistan, and Uganda. That's pretty cool. William was spotted wearing his Garter Star and his Garter Sash, along with his Jubilee and Coronation medals, and his Wing Commander's uniform. There's a lot going on there with his uniform. It's being reported that these cadets actually underwent a very intensive 24-week training program to give them essential skills and knowledge for their future in the Royal Air Force. William said one more thing that I thought was really touching. He said the RAF has a distinctive character, spirit, and attitude that enables you to pull together as a team to deliver air and space power, no matter the challenge or the environment. Yep, that's pretty cool. Now, when all of this was over, they went on to a reception. And at that reception, Princess Diana's eldest sister, Lady Sarah McCorkindale, who lives very close to the RAF, popped in. What the papers are reporting is that she heard William was going to be in the area and she decided to make the trip to support him while he was there on the visit. She was seen in the back holding a program as she watched him carry out the visit on behalf of King Charles. Maybe she was there to try to smooth things out. Word is she and her other sister are trying to work things out between the brothers. All right, moving on. Let's move on to Queen Camilla, who held a meeting with author Frank Cottrell Boyce on Thursday. He is a very famous children's author, and this was happening to celebrate his new role in helping make books more accessible to children. Also present was CEO of the Book Trust, Diana Gerald, and this took place at Clarence House. And this meeting took place after Mr. Boyce was appointed the position of Waterstone's Children Laureate earlier this year. And it also took place about a week after Queen Camilla went to the Book Aid International's 70th anniversary. We covered that already. And for those who don't remember, Camilla is the patron of Book Aid International. She's been that since 2022, and she's a big supporter of providing books to communities that need reading material. All right, let's move on. Next up, we have Princess Anne. Oh my God, she went to the sheepdog trials. Now, these are organized so that the sheepdogs actually compete against each other to see which breed lines produce the most able dogs to corral the sheep, I guess. And they challenge the dogs with different commands, and in packets of sheep, they say, the article says 5 sheep at a time. So each handler gets the preference when giving their commands by voice, whistle, or both. So the sheep have to be guided through various obstacles, and one dog that was competing was disqualified because it bit one of the sheep. Not kidding. The rule is a dog that attacks a sheep without needing to defend themselves are kicked out. So if the sheep had started on the dog, he would have been allowed to stay. Anyway, after that, Anne was seen walking around the event and she looked like she was having a great time. Good for her. All right, let's move on to our next royal. All right, this is our last story of the day. I am absolutely stunned. Apparently, they're saying that Prince George is already learning to fly, and he already took his first lesson in the air on the final day of his school summer holiday. Apparently, he absolutely loved the maiden flight, and he wants to learn how to fly. Now, it's being reported in these articles that there was about 30 to 40 people in the clubhouse while William, Catherine, and George were there, that they were very chill, that William and Catherine apparently stood there and watched George take flight with the instructor and then come back about an hour later. They're saying that because he's 11, he's at just the right age to start, but training hours that count towards a license apparently start at age 14. They must be accompanied by an instructor until age 16, then they can go solo. And George can hold a license and take passengers after he turns 17. Now, to get your pilot license, your private pilot license, you have to do 45 hours of flying and pass 9 exams. Seeing as how William, we know, is a trained helicopter pilot who flew for the RAF, and, Philip was a pilot, and Charles, and it's a good family history, and I think he's just going to carry on the tradition. Well, that's a lot of things they had going there. All right, you guys know what to do. Hit the like bell, hit the subscribe. Go down into the description box where you'll find the link to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wishlist. And for those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.